waltzing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Toes helped to build?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. The new boy.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
This one. Get him. Get him. Over here. So what do you think? Really?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And
I take it there's danger on...
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
well, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker. But I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my...
We may have seen our share of action, true.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater. Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend...
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them...
You've clearly got a fun...
We're lucky now. I reckon he won't be forking over the rest...
All right. Just don't expect...
No, you just put an end to those bandits.
You'll be doing Botclad a favor if you can clear out that pass.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of...
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits. That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found us.
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing.
And how exactly will you be getting it?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong.
You've done your part. It's been a pleasure.
There's no need. What if we want?
I see the Dalnecs lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. It's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
Well done, Toggle.
Come on. More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the Crystal's blessing. do, girl.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion.
Bloody crimson caravans, scooping up all the best customers. Leave some for the rest of us.
Well met. A fine choice. May Gilbert smile upon
My sight, French. I've no use for a brandy. You can't even fill my cup.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread? You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. You're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not
exception?
for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go in and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Ah, good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goots. Just tell us what happened.
It's betrayed us, Pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bock lad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure naught else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Go to the Crimson Caravans and ask for the owner. It's the place with the red chocobo on it.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Stops next to the checkpoint.
If you're looking for the Crimson Caravans, head out of the...
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Boklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By little Ben.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes, and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants. Will you want to get... And we want to catch whoever's behind it all. And
Is there any other way?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that, like...
So either we find the people who took the pass...
All right.
Thank you. But I don't know your name. Eloise.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you. The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with...
The furniture maker.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Come one, come all!
Jug of steak spit for the road. The caravan stops next to the check.
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without...
Are you the fun?
Looking for some... Ah, Eloise collared you.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpocket.
For one, that they're targeting the trade harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving... Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps.
Their eyes must have lit.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children.
Thank you.
Have a word with the fishmonger back there.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life.
Fish for sale! Fresh, sorted and smoked. Can I interest you? Ah,
She's asked me to help her.
is that so? For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say that street urchins by the
orphans from...
A few, perhaps. You saw the... They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Life will be different there.
You won't find anything of this quality.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
Excuse me.
Can't.
I was just wondering if anyone has...
Anything you grown-ups, so guess what I'm about?
Sorry.
Do you have a...
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asked...
I don't know. What's picking pocket?
No, so if they come calling...
The caravan stops next to the jug of snake spit for the...
What do you want? It's all right. We're not going to have... We've heard that some very... We need to know who's behind it.
I don't know much about it, really. He said he got a job. Doing something
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where you're from?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very...
Peaches and pears.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Porter for hire.
That's that, then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still near...
Daddy, I'm hungry. That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him. Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now. What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Do it again. We promise. Daddy, I'm hungry.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran...
Thank you.
The Chocobo pen's back there. I don't know if it's the same lad who stole from you, but that's where he was headed.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I just want to ask...
fine.
I'm looking for the people who were making you steal.
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me a good gill if I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time. Before if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill.
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots.
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the cast. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the Cast Stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones, some other poor soul, Clive was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end, then we all want the same thing.
I'm sorry.
Where is it?
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the Cast Stones. You get your trader's pass back.
All right then.
All right then. Hansa, where are they camped?
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail.
We'll try it this time.
Back down.
To Lateney's Cleft, then.
Laney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
No, you better not have scared any of my birds.
That's that then.
There are no crystals here.
Fly, Ambrosia.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own.
Get him! Go for it! Get him!
doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
We got company!
That's the lot. More foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new especially the little... It'll be a shame when they chop them off.
Scum.
The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Fuck! It's that guard from Bocklad! Kill him! Kill them all!
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses.
Have the names been changed?
Look, now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your house?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure.
We'll be glad to.
Clive. How goes the hunt?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goods' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. Would it now? Don't look so shocked.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, for a small fee, we will move anything, be that goods to market.
I was the first my sister helped escape.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that, and who better to join forces, wouldn't you agree?
I would. It seems our purpose. So what would you say to working
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is...
Here, Clive.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in,
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to... Goots' pass should secure you a place on the caravan. But if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted...
We'll... Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Clive. May luck go with you.
Something I can help you with? Why, I am what you see. It can be a risky business. This being a border town. Or at least... Don't worry about it. Always a pleasure.
Anything I can do for you? And I wouldn't have it any other way. All the better. Fools, the criminals and... So thank you. Farewell, then.
If I knew arrivals...
Now I just need to see about getting the word out to everyone.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth selling. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her.
What exactly are you selling?
I've come by a particularly fine but... Gotan Rouge is the...
So I've heard.
Oh. A gentleman who might... Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine?
Sounds...
So you won't need this old free of... Stop by.
I'll be right back.
Hurry, man.
That's me right now.
The innkeeper sent me.
If he's just got hold of it now...
From the Empire to Bob.
They'd shot the father... I'd say... Most men would keep a fine vintage like a goat has.
Pardon me, but would you have that well, might you?
How exactly?
Well, and should you well?
My arms are yours.
Wonderful.
But...
Along quickly. There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Porter for hire. Best service.
I see you...
Perhaps.
Finding someone. I was griping about my lot to a friend now. Joseph's a
Any idea where his search...
Joseph's lived a hard life.
I can't imagine there...
Whatever left poor Joseph Grey didn't leave him jaded. A kind-hearted man like him doesn't...